Ever, man.
Yes. I'm stuck.
Motherfucking freeze.
Yes, Matt. Let's play the intro music though.
In the background the whole time.
Speak on your Facebook page.
Heard.
You know who said that? You know who that motherfucker is?
I don't.
Whoever you are, if you're listening. Ronin Jiu-Jitsu, come down and get your ass beat.
Nice.
Little bitch.
I want to.
Where's your podcast at, huh? What podcast are you doing?
I want to thank everybody for joining the program today. I want to remind everybody to check out Countermove Fantasy MMA. Go to countermove.com. Countermove partners up with Inside the BJJ podcast, and we run some Countermove fantasy games and all that jazz. Make sure you check them out.
Where you at, Anata Laranja? Fuck all with my baby girl. I'm thinking
when I get two guys and then
the White Party to JWW tour.
We're gonna be.
We had to divide Vince McMahon.
He's got to be gorilla.
I'm gonna stare into the
Who
camera.
would?
I hope he is. Be Jesse the Body.
No. No. Oh, see,
winner of this match.
you did was you messed up.
Jesse the Body.
That's where you messed up.
Why? I'll tell you why.
You picked
because I'm a fat dude who's kind of buff that acts like he has a buff body. That's what Jesse the Body did.
Jesse the Body.
At one time. So did I. So did I.
Matt.
So did I.
Oh, that is.
I had a lust body.
You had a very sexy body. For a man, like body style.
When I stepped in the cage, I was pretty fucking built. I was pretty buff.
You know what you had? If you would have been alive in the 50s, you would have been considered like a real
I'd have been
buff
the greatest
guy.
wrestler in the world in the 50s. Everybody would. I'd have been the Mauler
Matt,
or the Grizzly.
If you were on Any Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood, you would be like the buff, scary dude.
I could have been Tank Murdoch.
Matt, I hate to bring this up, and I hate to kind of let you know this, but buff guy. You know what I'm saying? You're
That's
that
cool.
guy.
We all got things that we are. Like, you're the fucking hipster doing jiu-jitsu with your backpack and your glasses.
Designer geese and shit.
Oh, real quick, though, but while they're making fun of me, this is a great time to change the subject. I want to remind everybody to check out
Switching gears.
Caveman Coffee.
Gears to Caveman Coffee.
Switch gears a little
Can
bit.
you...
Dude, ever since I started drinking Caveman Coffee,
yeah.
my dick has been getting bigger when it gets hard.
This shit right here? You mean this coffee right
Hold
here?
on, wait. Put some tape over that Starbucks sign. This is what we do. Yeah. Fuck you, Starbucks.
Caveman on mine, homie.
That's what's up.
Recognize. Nothing but black label caveman up in here, homie.
It's so good, we had to put a black label on it, y'all.
We had to censor my shit. This coffee is too much for you, man. Y'all can't handle this shit, homie.
It will make your dick get bigger. It really will.
Hey, Matt,
I'm up to a
put
full
this cup
3
over
inches,
there, buddy.
homie. I got 3 inches up on mine.
Yeah, Caveman Coffee. Go to cavemancoffee.com, and when you check out, use the discount code INSIDE.
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 You want to get this coffee up inside you, homie.
Get inside. Yeah, so
Get inside your asshole.
check that out, and then you get 10% off.
In a world where all other coffee is
I'm
bullshit.
telling you, you will get more pussy.
Exactly. Inside.
Yeah. Inside BJJ podcast.
Inside.
Use the promo code INSIDE. In a world where all coffee is bullshit, there is one that stands alone. Caveman Coffee. Get it up in you, homie.
Homie.
It'll
Coming
make
to
your
it.
cock bigger than what it's ever
Coming
been
to
before.
a kitchen near you.
Rock out with your cock out. Caveman coffee.
I could pole vault on my cock when I drink caveman coffee. I swear to God, dude, it made my dick bigger.
I've been
swear to
trying.
God.
I've been trying for
I
years.
swear.
I've been
I
trying.
swear.
I can't say that my dick's gotten bigger, but I've been trying for years to do a cock
My
push
dick
up.
has gotten bigger.
Ever since Jack Black said that was a thing, and I started drinking this shit. After a month, I can do it. I'm up to one full cock push up.
A
That's
lot of women
great.
I have had a lot of women hitting on me too.
I'm trying to do
If-
cock.
I'm
push-ups.
married though.
Dude, can you imagine, though, if Caveman Coffee could make a special blend that would make
They
your
do.
your member bigger,
It did.
they would sell like hotcakes, dude. How
you
good
not
do
listening to me?
hotcakes sell anyway, though, right?
Hotcakes really?
Do they really sell
if you
that
bring
well?
Hotcakes out, dude. People will
For
buy
fat
them.
people.
Yeah.
But
For
I mean,
fat people that do jiu-jitsu at the American
doesn't
Cup.
it seem like there'd be pancake houses everywhere if hotcakes sold that well?
Yeah, hotcakes do sell, man.
If you were
Hotcakes.
doing a
You ever
play-by-play broadcast and somebody was fat, would you tell them that they look like they could eat a lot of pancakes?
Yes. we caught
your
so
face.
much over like
I think the first one we were out of pocket the first
the
time.
first one we were out of pocket because we were all trying to be funny, like bring the funny and not bring the professionalism at any level, which doesn't even matter anyway, right? I mean, it's Inside BJJ, get real.
You know what my favorite shit is? Every time this podcast gets in trouble, I'm the one who did it. And 90% of the fucking
agree with
time,
that.
I'm not the one who actually did it. They
I
just
don't think
assume
so.
I'm the one that did it.
You are.
He said some shit.
You did.
He said this. He said that. I'm like, bitch, listen to the fucking video. Listen to the shit.
Ernest.
He said it. He said it.
Ernest, a lot of times you do say stuff. And that goes for the stuff that you say that you don't get
You
in
do.
trouble
If
for.
the first guy to get out of the pocket is always going to be you.
When was the last time I've caught actual shit?
Okay, here's the thing, though. This is what happens, is you actually say, like, the things where I'm like, oh, shit, I can't believe he said it. It doesn't always get caught, though.
Yeah, because
Right?
it's context, man.
It goes
You
under
gotta-
the radar a
It's
lot.
context. You got to put it out there in a way that they can't really get mad at that.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
what got us in the most trouble was talent on the rails. That was like,
that was the most innocent shit to say.
it was
dude.
not innocent.
It was.
You know what, though?
It wasn't
there was
vulgar at all.
It's funny you say that because I was talking to somebody about that talent on the rails thing. It's really taken off, though, right? Like, a lot of people hit
It
us
was the
up.
shortest, most simple comment I could have made, and it was like just. It made so many more fucking elaborate jokes.
Talent on the rails.
I was like, some talent on the rails over there.
You know what, though?
What about
Hey,
the girl who you said was Grandmaster Funk's daughter because she was
Oh, the
She
black
had-
girl with all the shit in her hair, too.
Yeah.
You said she was.
It was George Clinton.
Yeah.
George Clinton.
But you know what? Honest to God, dude, this is the thing. That
she did look like she could have been related to him.
yeah,
Whatever.
people got all fucking mad and shit. But, dude.
no, people
in re-
didn't get mad. It was one fucker that got mad. They got a bunch of people behind
Right.
him.
There
That's
was
all.
like maybe two or three people total that were irritated. And a couple of them, honestly, they came and sat in the broadcast booth after they
two
talked,
of them.
and
talked
pretended to be our friends.
mad
and shit.
shit on us the day before. Then they sat down and talked with us. As
I
if,
wonder if Homeboy's going to be there.
You know what? Because that's the game, dude. Everyone's trying to make a name for themselves. So it doesn't bother me.
There's two dudes. One dude never even like would admit that it was him, but we know it was.
Yeah.
Remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the guy, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't care. We go there. We try to do a good job.
I care.
We say a few things here and there. But, dude, come on. You're doing 15 hours of broadcasting.
Yeah.
And the reality is nobody cares about your kid's jiu-jitsu match. Only you care about it.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't even
So-
know why we're. I don't. Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah, no, you're right. We shouldn't even broadcast the kids' matches. 100% agree. 100%.
It should be like black belts and brown belts, or maybe just black
It
belts.
should be me talking for like 10 hours, right? Just the camera on me. I'm talking about different theories. You know what I mean? Like different things
Yeah.
I've read
I
about.
figured out what they want. I figured out
Wikipedia.
Giving tips on how to put on your Mac makeup and shit.
how to select a proper hipster backpack.
How to select it, how to latch it right, how to wear it.
Get
that
the
would
proper,
be that would be a good troll fucking
moped.
blog, dude. If one of us like did a makeup blog, and it was actually pretty fucking good because we looked up other people's blogs that were fucking better at it than us. Yeah, just totally fucking copy it, and then like it just takes off. Like shit, you know.
American Cup. I'll put on my.
But hey,
I'm done.
Yeah.
Standing job for all.
Ended up getting a fucking cut tricks. They're like a Ford
For the
cheaper
for the price of a free Ford.
Yeah, a free Ford deal, and what you ended up was a fucking a collector.
I think what they really got was the Millennium Falcon. It's a badass vehicle.
Yeah.
It might take off, but it might not.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
We
This
are
is
the Millennium Falcon, dude.
That's a very good.
Hey, man.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, it might not be the prettiest bird in the sky, but it is the fastest.
I
bird
was
in the
trying to
galaxy.
But
figure
this
it
ship
out.
has gotten through so many battles.
It made the
Dude.
It made the Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
That's badass. We've gone like about 200 episodes total, if you count all the premiums and shit,
Total.
without a name for it.
Million
It's
downloads.
the Falcon, dude.
Yeah, and you know, like Corolla says, like they have the pirate ship, and that's
Yeah.
great. And I'm always like, dude, we don't have that. What do we have? The Millennium fucking Falcon.
We are the Falcon, dude. I
So-
totally I relate to that because that's what I've always called my fucking car. It's a little fucking gray piece of shit.
It
and
is.
It
That's
will
true.
always fucking get you where you need to
So
go.
who would be Han Solo?
Me.
Yeah.
Duh.
I would have to be Chewbacca.
You'd probably be Chewbacca.
I thought you would be one of the Ewoks.
But Tim could go two ways.
You got to
He
be in
could-
the ship.
You'd be
listen
the
to
Ewok
this.
that got molested and just hung out in the trees
Listen
the
to
whole
this.
time.
This makes perfect sense in my brain. He could be Han Solo, but he could totally also be C-3PO.
No, I'm not Chewbacca. Yeah, he could.
I
be.
could.
Yeah.
You know why? Because like you
Ernest
think,
is really more like Han Solo, but you're steering the ship.
yeah, I think Ernest is like R2D2.
I'm more like
If I'm C3PO, he's R2D2.
Just
Actually,
short-
he's Chewbacca. I'm Lando Calrissian.
Just
I'm gonna fucking take advantage of you and take this whole thing over.
R2 makes sense because I'm just short, waddly, and I don't really make a lot of sense, but I talk
the
a whole
shape
lot.
of your head.
Yeah, I talk. I'm always fucking chittering about some shit nobody's really paying attention to, and one person's like, "Oh, I get it."
I was trying to explain to somebody. Somebody was like, "Yeah, I listen to your podcast, but I don't, I'm not sure about the dynamics. Like, who's what? Like, I realized a lot of people confuse Matt and myself for the same person. I don't
think
know.
you're a real asshole, then.
I think you sound like me, but your voice is slightly more nasal. Like you're like.
Well, I've done a lot of coke in my life, and you haven't.
And then they're like Ernest, like who? And I try to explain like everybody has a certain appeal. Like there's certain
Right.
people that gravitate towards certain
Like the
personality
ladies,
types. Yeah, the
Like-
ladies and then the pedophiles are really into
like Jennifer Swift.
your shtick. And then there's a lot of people that, dude, Ernest says stuff, and I'm like, I can't believe he said that. And then everyone online is like, dude, Ernest is the pimp. Oh, I was just thinking that. I'm like, who the fuck are these people, man? They were thinking that.
In my opinion, I think most people were thinking the shit that I say, but they're like,
I think some people.
they don't
are.
want to be labeled by saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
or even like, okay, like the Wayans brothers are good. Like people are like when they first came out with what's the fuck is that one? Scary Movie. It was like out of this fucking world, hilarious. People were like, holy shit. And one comedian put it really well. I can't remember which comedian was. They were talking about it. They're like, these fucking guys are great. And like we're sitting there as comedians talking about like, dude, that's such a simple fucking joke. Why didn't I think of that? You know why? Because we're not as funny as those motherfuckers. That is, and why didn't we think of it? We didn't think of it because we're not as funny as them.
Right, right.
So like I remember like when we first started the podcast, I would make jokes and you would be like, "Come on, man, that's fucking so base. That's so fucking bad." I'm like, "Dude, that's funny." You're like, "Yeah, but anybody could make that joke." I'm like, but they didn't.
Yeah,
I made that fucking joke and it was retarded and it was simple, and it was fucking juvenile,
yeah,
but it's still fucking funny. Who gives a shit?
yeah.
It's funny. It's funny.
You're a
dude.
funny guy, dude. You're one of the funniest people I've ever met in my whole life, dude.
I'm at the level of funny where like, when I recognize funny and they're ripping on me, That's my favorite shit, dude.
That's great.
It's
brilliant.
my favorite shit when people are, unless they're being like trying to be malicious, like they want to fucking see if I'm gonna fight them.
Even then, you laugh a little bit.
Yeah, because it's a different kind of funny, you know. To me, you know, it's like this fuck guys realize I could fucking sodomize him if I wanted to. But like, yeah.
Oh
that
no,
kinda
you
shit-
couldn't. 'Cause you would get knee barred.
You get knee barred, yeah. That's what I do. I let you get in, and then when you get comfortable and you start to relax your shoulders,
Boom, submission.
submission.
Break your leg, then I sodomize you.
Yeah. It's the worst one because then when I sit down, it's gonna snap your penis in half, and then I'm gonna break your knee, right?
It has taken me a while to understand the type of humor that you bring to the table because you.
It's taken a while to understand.
No, and I don't
Well,
mean that in a bad way.
At first, you were in a different state of mind too, because you were
Yeah.
like, you were in a transitional period in your life.
Jiu-Jitsu podcast.
You were really like, yeah, you were really like, I don't
You
know
were
if
still,
I want
you were
him to
still
say.
buttoning your shirt up to the top.
Yeah, you were,
I still do that.
and you were not sure if you wanted that kind of humor on the podcast. And you were
Yeah.
like, dude, don't say that.
I don't drink alcoholic beverages.
Stop talking about cuckolds.
Yeah. The cuckold thing you really fucking hated.
I didn't even
'Cause
know
you
what a
didn't- yeah, you
cuckold
didn't
was.
know, and I was that.
I
And
was
that
like, what?
that
there
was
was-
my skeet, right? Chappelle
Yeah.
snuck that under the radar, and I
Right.
was sneaking cuckold in because you didn't know what it meant, and I just
Yeah.
kept saying it, and you were like, I was like, God.
I was just really nervous. I didn't
Don't
know
act like you never been cuckolded.
who who was gonna listen, who was gonna do what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But your humor is like Matt's humor is like right out there. It's like boom.
Yeah.
But your humor, like, there's like a lot of context to it. Sometimes when you start telling something, I'll be like, dude, where is he going? Is there something in this?
Dude, those are my favorite kind of.
Because
fucking-
once in a while, though, you start telling a story and there's nothing there, dude. It's just what happened is the story. And I'm like, I thought there was going to be something crazy funny happen somewhere. Like, what happened?
No,
You're
sometimes it's just a
like,
story.
you're just like, it's just a story,
I
man.
like telling stories. What the fuck?
I know, but you know what I mean? I'm like,
You know, my favorite one is when I was fucking with what the fuck, the Machado,
oh, Carlos.
Carlos.
That was good.
And you guys were looking at me like, dude, what the fuck? And I'm like, just let me go with this, dude. And I just kept going and going. It was like a fucking full 5 minutes of asking him about training and blah, blah, blah.
the total gym.
And it came to the total gym, and you guys were like, you gave me the deaf comedy response. You were like, oh, shit. Dude. You was stupid for that one.
He did ask him if he worked out on the total gym. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, like in support of Chuck Norris, does he have like a fleet
I
of
wasn't
total
on that
gyms?
one.
I thought you were on
Thought you
that
were.
I
one.
was froze out.
You're frozen.
Were you?
That's when you were trying to rotate me and Ryan Murray in.
Ryan Murray?
I don't think Ryan was in the rotation.
Ryan was.
Nah, I thought you were
He
here,
was.
man.
How much you want to bet?
I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna go.
Ryan
bet
Murray.
you. Okay.
Ryan Murray. You wanted to keep it fresh, and you thought, I'm gonna keep it fresh and rotate you. And you couldn't tell the genius at the time I was bringing.
I
to the
never
table.
had.
I know that Ryan Murray could never compete with me on a microphone.
Dude, I never had the concept of I need to rotate people in and
You
out.
did. You told me that you wanted to keep it fresh.
I did not.
Yes, you
I
did.
must have been lying to you,
Dude,
then.
you told me.
There's no. You're trolling.
You're
Look
gonna
at the
sit-
look on your
no,
face.
no,
is
no, no, no.
defiant.
I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. This is exactly what
Well,
you
you must
said.
have been getting really boring.
You wanted
then.
to keep it fresh, and you wanted to rotate different dudes in and out.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to sit this one out.
That was right around the time you came out with your marriage advice, and you were trying.
Dude, that was the best.
If you want to hear awkward Matt, listen to the first handful of shows because you were really trying what was going to work and what wasn't. There were some awkward moments, dude. It was great.
What was funny
But
about
you've really learned, dude, under my tutelage.
What was funny about the marriage advice and jiu-jitsu training advice was that was a conversation that we had like the week before about that.
and
And he decided to turn it into his own. We're like, all right, this is like we did this, all right. We're like, let Matt go.
it's
And
really
we
funny
sat there
now.
and we just watched him just fucking swallow that.
We.
dick, dude.
Like,
Yeah,
No, I mean that was
we
good.
did.
It was
We
a
sat
good.
there
It
and
was a
watched
good
you.
premise. Like I didn't want to see. I didn't look at your paper, and we didn't talk about it before.
what happened was I was kind of fumbling. This is what happened.
As
This
soon as
why-
as soon as it started, and I saw your hands moving, I was like, he's fucked.
And then while I'm struggling, Tim plays cricket. You're trying to find the crickets right now.
I was like, I looked at Tim like you're a fucking dick.
Yeah, Tim
dude.
is a piece of shit, actually.
That doesn't talk negative.
That shit was hilarious. It was hilarious. Now it's hilarious, but I really felt bad for you.
Oh, at the time it was when I
But
played
then
it,
when
I was
he
like,
played
"That's
crickets,
mean,
I'm like,
dude."
you're a fucking asshole.
So
Tim.
he is an asshole, though.
That
Like,
was mean, but when you go back and hear it now, it's really funny. dude.
Afterwards, like we're like, that's fucking hilarious. He tried to take that cut.
Tim is an
to a
asshole.
bit.
I'm gonna tell you this right. He's an asshole, and he always plays like he's not the asshole, but he is. Just as much as anyone else.
Everybody
is.
knows that, right?
Now, because you exposed yourself.
You know what though? I'm
You're a little
gonna say
exposed.
this about
You're a
myself.
little exposed.
I am. I can be an asshole, but I could also be way nicer than you too. Thank
No.
you. Thank you. I've never seen you be nice to anybody.
I've never thrown you out of my house.
Yeah.
I've
that's
never
true.
broken anything.
Well, you don't have a podcast at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mhm.
If I did, I wouldn't break my own headphones throwing a fit.
Back
Like
to
a baby.
Matt,
A baby.
if you
You're a
tried,
baby.
if you tried,
Baby.
if you tried to throw me out of
Advantage.
your
He gets an
house,
advantage for that.
if you tried to throw me out of your house,
Baby.
if you tried to throw me out, if you tried to throw me out of your house,
Baby.
I would throw you out of your house. But I didn't want to do that and make you look bad in front of your wife and kids, dude.
Point, Tim.
Now what?
You didn't throw me out of your house. I
You-
left on my
no,
own terms.
You got thrown out.
No, I
dude.
didn't.
You got thrown.
You say get out. Did I leave?
Matt, I threw
Did
you
I
the
leave?
fuck out.
Did I
you
leave?
started you got
Did I
nervous?
leave?
Yeah.
No,
you
I didn't. I called
Katie.
you a baby.
You called Katie and you're like, what should
I
I
said
do?
you were a
Just throw
fucking
me
baby
out.
and you were a fucking idiot.
Stronger. He's like, my hip is bad. I fight you. Think that you
For the this.
I told you I'm not feeling right. And what did he do? And we gotta stop talking. We talk about like 33 times. You know what he did? He said, "You just want to." I'm not, dude. I'm like, something's wrong with me, man. I wouldn't do that to you. If you told me, dude, I'm not feeling right, I would
You'd
say
play crickets.
I would say
You'd play crickets.
You'd
play crickets.
I'm getting ready to
Tim,
play crickets on you
Tim,
right now.
you say that you wouldn't do that to him,
I don't believe that for
but based on the
second.
pattern I've observed, you would do that to him. You would. Because I'm like, dude, there's been times where he's fucked with you, and I don't intervene anymore because I watch you guys do it to each other. We're like, I would never do that to another human being, much less a family member. But that's your guys' dynamic, so I don't interfere. You know, if it looks like it's gonna get too out of hand, I might because I know you guys. But at this point, I think I know you two well enough to know that when it's gonna get out of hand. But I feel so far, there's been times, Matt, where I'm like, Tim, bro, that's fucked up, dude, man. And he's like, fuck him. He'd do it to me. That's what he says. He'll be like, fuck him. And I've had conversations with fucking man like, dude, you're fucked up. He's like, fuck him. He'll be all right.
Matt, the thing that kind of makes my wife laugh is that we got in this huge thing, and like everybody left the house because they were so uncomfortable. And then like 3 days later, Matt and I are scheming of how we're going to put it on the podcast. We're like, well, I'm not quite ready to talk about it yet, but we do need to play it.
I wanted to go instantly. I wanted that to be on. I wanted that to be aired right away.
Stella's like, what's wrong with you? You get in this giant fight, and then 2 days later, you're laughing your asses off about it,
That's
like
fucking-
playing it and listening and giggling.
I remember another time I was needling you, and this was a while back, and you got really mad, and you picked up a stapler, and you looked at me, and then you admitted later that you came real close to throwing it at me.
How long ago? Was that on Mission Road,
No, your other house.
Tilly?
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember that one. Tilly Lewis. I remember on Mission Road, you wanted this old cassette tape that we had recorded some shit on when we were kids, and I couldn't find it, and he kept hammering me on it, like, where's it at, where's it at? And I'm like, dude, I'm 15. I don't know where the fuck it is, man. And he wouldn't stop, and I remember flipping, losing it, dude, like going ape. Every once in a while I do that.
Whenever he goes ape, it's on me.
Pretty much. That maybe should tell you something, bud.
I knew you were a motherfucker way back when you took me on the bandana.
Oh, yeah, I ripped you
and
off
I pushed
on
you on the ground.
This asshole, let me tell you what this fucking asshole did. He convinced me that if we took all of our Nintendo games down to fucking Nintendo Swappers
And your Game Boy.
Extraordinaire and my Game Boy,
Oh, yeah.
we would exchange them all. We get
A lot of money.
$300. He had it
And we
all.
would
He had
buy
all the
weed.
math figured out in his head, which was complete ghetto bullshit. We were gonna get $300. We were gonna buy a bunch of weed and we were gonna sell it. This was this thing. We walked to Walmart. You know how far it is to walk from Pilgrim Street
Holy shit, you walked from Pilgrim
We
to
walked
Hammer?
all the way over.
all the
there.
way out there, dude.
That's like, damn, it's got to be like 10 miles?
It's 11 miles, dude.
It's not 11.
11 miles?
Yeah, it's 11 miles.
No.
It's
And it's
18,
not,
Matt,
it's not like one continuous
It's
road,
18
too.
miles
Stockton
to
is only
Lodi.
8 miles long.
Huh?
Stockton is only 8
What?
miles.
East
You're
to
not even
west.
fucking
8
crazy?
mile road.
East to west.
8 miles. That's it.
Matt, we were going north to south. Good try, though. We walked out there. We get in there. He's like 4 years older than me. He should be more responsible than me at the time. He's not. He's totally.
So basically, I got took by the Game Boy people.
For
They
how
took
much?
all of our shit and gave us like $30 store
Video
credit.
store credit. And we get outside, and I'm like, dude, that didn't work the way we thought, huh? And he's like, no, it didn't. And he pushed me down on the street in front of all this traffic on Hammer. He just gorilla monkey like went boom and pushed me on my ass. And he's like, it didn't work out right, did it? I'm like, what? It was your idea, man. You're mad at me.
Whose shit was it?
It was
of ours.
mostly mine.
No, it was combined.
And the thing is my mom had this weird radar. She knew we did something with that Game Boy, and she asked me, "Where's the Game Boy at?" for like 3 years.
No, longer than that, dude. For the almost the rest of our lives.
I paid for that Game Boy myself anyway. I could put it in my anus if I wanted.
Probably did,
A few times.
couple times.
Remember when my mom thought I was sleeping naked, and she gave me this big talk about she didn't approve of me sleeping in the nude? Remember
She
that?
didn't want you beaten off.
Yeah, they were against that. Anyway, this is not jiu-jitsu oriented at all.
Wait a minute. The story that I was telling earlier that you
Oh,
should say
yeah.
for the podcast.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
kinda,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like on the lines of all this shit. So
Yeah.
You've heard us talk about Super Cuz a lot on this podcast, which was our real cousin who was like 14. He was a real Crip, and he was running the streets at 14 in Stockton. But so anyways, his parents were just lenient. He kind of did whatever he wanted, and he could listen to any kind of music that he wanted. And my parents really weren't like that. So he introduced me to Two Live Crew when I was like in the 6th grade. And the song was, everybody say, hey, we want some pussy. And I thought it was like the greatest song I'd ever heard in my life. So he spent the night. And when my parents went to sleep, we would listen to that song like all night. But I forgot and left it in the tape deck. So when my stepdad woke up and he sees it, he presses play. And it's like the pussy song. It's like.
It's Two Live Crew in a triplex unit on Ponce de Leon, in the middle unit blasting. Everyone say, hey, we want some pussy.
So I was grounded. They confiscated the tape. And Rob Dog Supercuz was such a badass that he told my stepdad that you finna give me that tape back, motherfucker.
Did he give it back?
Yes, he did.
He did.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Dude,
Fucking Rob Dog.
Matt's mom was always cracking on his ass over shit like that, too. Remember, she heard
Oh,
you
she was scared to death I was going to get pussy. She was like, that was her biggest fear, that I would get pussy. She was the biggest cock-blocking motherfucker there ever was.
He had this girlfriend that he liked, and he had was singing some song about, like, some Bon Jovi song. I'll be there for you. I live and I die for you. And she's like, the only one you should be dying for is Christ.
Is Jesus.
Holy shit.
It was
dude.
like that kind of stuff.
Always spying on me, trying to cock block.
One of the most uncomfortable moments of all time, I was sitting at Matt's house upstairs in the music room of the house, which is bullshit anyway. But anyway, it was a special room that only a cool shit in the house was locked up in one room
My stepdad had
that
all.
only the stepdad had a key to. And they locked it at night and unlocked it only when he was there, right? It was so stupid. We figured out how to get in. And
That's some ghetto shit right there. Like,
Totally.
seriously, like, of all people, like, ghetto people are the fucking stingiest, right? When it comes
Totally.
to shit like, oh, you know, we don't have much, but we have, you know, we share, you know. We're rich in spirit. That's fucking bullshit, dude, because
Yeah.
most of the fucking poor people I know will hoard food, steal, and fucking lock shit away, dude.
You know what basically happened is a ghetto motherfucker who was a ghetto motherfucker married a lady with 2 kids that he fucking hated. And so he locked all of his shit up
Yeah.
and kept all of his shit, kept everything separated.
That's the reality. He really didn't want kids. So anyway,
He hated us.
was
He
locked up
fucking
there.
hated us.
This is what this dude would do, but he was hella cheap too. He had a job, but he was cheap. So he would tape, like he'd get the TV guide, find all the movies he wanted, program the timer, tape it onto VHS, and then catalog it in the library. And he had a sheet, and he would write the name down.
Like 100 movies that he had taped.
And so we would sneak in. We figured it out because the hinges on this door were on the outside of the room. And so we'd go in and out, and like he didn't know. But
He
anyway,
couldn't-
one day,
Couldn't figure out how you guys got in.
Yeah.
Fucking genius.
one day Matt was up there, and we were all up there, and Matt's mom, like, she's like, I need to have a talk with you. But instead of asking the rest of us to leave, she starts talking to you about sex and stuff. And she's like, she said, the only thing you're allowed to do right now is masturbation. And I was like 14, and I was super uncomfortable just sitting there
She
hearing.
found a condom in my wallet.
hearing
What you carry just to look cool, so people
Right?
see the ring.
Because I hadn't gotten laid yet, but I was telling all my friends I was fucking all kinds of girls, but I wasn't.
Oh, I
Yeah.
So
thought Matt.
I kept the
yeah.
condom in my wallet. I was like, "Oh, I'm getting hella pussy. You guys are fucking nerd virgins. You're never gonna get laid like me. I'm getting mad pussy, motherfucking losers." You know, it's like I'm not getting any pussy. So she finds a condom in my wallet and she flips out. She calls the pastor, which was Tim's dad. She's
Called
crying
my
on,
dad.
she's crying on the phone to him. Then she forced me to pray with her because there was a condom.
You know where You know where we
In
got
my
over
wallet.
though. This is how we got over. My dad was the pastor, so his mom called my dad and told him everything. But I lived in the house with
Yeah,
my
I was
dad,
always up on what was coming.
so I always got the scoop, and then I would leak it out.
There's no fucking privacy, huh?
None, dude.
no, she was a real. I would have got way more pussy if it wasn't for my mom.
Your mom was always cock blocking.
Way more pussy.
That's got to be like the origination of cock block, right? As a mom. 'Cause a
Yeah.
mom- no girl is good enough for her boy, right? I mean, like it's very rare. So she's always gonna be like, nah.
She was just
nah.
scared to death I was gonna fuck someone outside of marriage and not go to heaven. That
Not
was
that
it.
you'd get her pregnant and ruin your life, but
No, it was more so
it's just
defying
the whole
God's
heaven part.
defying God's law and not going to heaven.
That would be like, I'm not. Damn, dude. I'm not. I'm gonna be good. Not because I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble at school and get expelled, but because I want Christmas presents,
What-
and Santa Claus
what's-
is not gonna bring me
you know
Christmas
what-
presents.
Yeah.
It's
What's
the same shit, dude.
What's funny about that is she got pregnant with me out of wedlock. That's what's so like. And on
She played the game.
and this is how deceitful it was. This is how I was brought into the world. What do you got, like those diaphragms, or you stick in your vagina or something like that, right?
Yeah,
And they block you from getting pregnant. Well,
It's like putting a drain plug on your.
she put a drain plug in. So this is how deceptive she was. This is how I was born. She would put that in, and then take it out.
She took it out too soon.
She would take it out too soon on purpose. So when he thought that it was free Jizz City, it wasn't free Jizz City, and then he got her pregnant.
Is that like right next door? Is
So-
like Stockton and Lodi? Is that like right next to New Jack City?
Yeah,
Free Jizz City.
free Jizz City. So that she would get pregnant, and then he would marry her.
Oh, okay.
And that was my introduction to the world.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
That's more reasonable than like my family, where it's just like, no, we're good. We're pregnant. How many people? I can probably count on one hand how many times people have been like rejoicing over, yeah, we're having a baby. Like I can probably count on one hand, dude. How many times? This most of the time it's like, guess who's pregnant? Yeah,
Fuck.
she's pregnant again. They're having another
Really
kid.
gonna suck.
Like, we're pregnant. Yeah, man, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I could have slept with
How
at
about get a
least.
fucking job? That's one thing. You do.
Hey, here's
That's
an idea.
first step.
Get a job, bitch. Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
have slept with at least 20 to 30 more chicks if
I-
it wasn't for my mom.
I remember at Christmas one time, I was like, "You guys
It's a
know
lot of pussy.
You guys know that you guys can have sex and not procreate, right? That's been done before.
What?
You guys can not. You guys can do it without. Like, if I understand you guys like sex, I get that, but have to make a kid every time, right?
We're Roman Catholic, so
Like,
Do you want to know what's funny about the...
does anybody speak Chinese? Is this guy saying something over here? Get fucking C-3PO over here to interpret R2-D2. He's fucking bleeping and blurping about
Well, look,
some
man,
shit.
we're talking about something, and then you completely deviated into something
Sorry,
else.
bud. Sorry, buddy.
And then you bitch like a little baby because some original thing that we were originally fucking talking about.
Sorry.
Now all of a
man.
sudden you're R2-D2.
huh?
Sorry.
I got lost.
I
Right
got.
there.
I get.
I quit.
I side railed this shit, dude.
Sorry, dude. I got
Sorry,
lost
man.
right
Forget
there.
it. Let's
dude.
talk about jiu-jitsu.
Let's
about
do it.
jiu-jitsu.
So, hey, seriously though, in the jiu-jitsu world, nothing's going on. Let's
Hey,
move
no,
on.
no. Let's talk about Kyle Terra's brother,
Kim Terra?
Kim Terra. That
Is that
writes
his name?
He has
that
a brother?
writes itself, right?
I think Kyle Terra's brother is actually cool.
Is he cool?
I don't know.
Is he cool?
Does he do jiu-jitsu?
I wouldn't go camping with him.
You would?
No way.
I wouldn't.
American Cup is coming up.
What did he do?
Wait a minute. Wait.
I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck? Come on. Let's go. Let's go with this one. Because I saw this shit and I was like, Kyle had put it up.
Okay. I didn't see
And
it.
he rarely puts up videos that are like not
him.
Wait, he rarely puts up videos that are like not some other inspirational bullshit. The more common one is like fucking my cat watched this one and now he's a lion. Fucking
I
horse
know,
shit,
dude.
right?
So much horse shit.
It's like, of course you would have a cat, Kyle, you fucking weirdo.
Doesn't matter who trains hard. Everybody trains hard.
So yeah, he puts this one up of his brother winning like I don't know Rio Open or some shit like that, and like I was like, holy shit! And the thumbnail was of a dude in a blue gi. He looked like pretty fucking rough looking, right? And he was like on top, and I was like, holy shit, that's his brother. Like, dude, this guy's pretty legit. He's pretty good, man. And he's like, yeah, and he's like like about to finish law school, and all this stuff, and he's also he finds time to train hard, on and off the mat. He's a successful person. I'm like, that's cool. And I'm like, this guy, look, he's like keeping it on his feet. He keeps standing up, and he's like even trying some judo. He's got some pretty decent judo throws. He attempted, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he's pretty much dominating this match. He's been on top the whole time. And then I fucking realized the dude on bottom, he fucking moves, and I see a fucking Kyle Terra patch. I'm like, fucking been sitting on his ass the whole. Of course, that's his fucking brother. Wah, 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 wah. No, your brother's not tough.
Is his brother little too?
His
brother's a black belt, right?
His brother's a little bit. He looked a little bit bigger. I'm not sure what the weight is, but
You know what? I wouldn't say that they're not good at jiu-jitsu.
nobody ever says they're not good.
Yeah.
Say they're bitches. Nobody can argue either one of those. Yes, he is a good.
Hold on.
jiu-jitsu.
I don't want to throw his brother under the bus. I've never interacted with
No,
his
I've never.
brother.
No,
Not
okay.
one
I'm just talking
time.
about Kyle by himself. Nobody would refute that.
Kyle's
Kyle Terra
hard to work
isn't.
with.
He's fucking really good. But they would also say, hey,
He's hard to work with.
Didn't he have cancer?
No.
No.
Val Kilmer is hard to work with. Kyle Terra's a bitch. But
He
you
didn't-
know
I
what?
don't think he
He
had
had
cancer.
something, right?
I think it. I don't know what it was.
You know
honestly.
Maybe
one thing you can say about Kyle Terra's brother. He's not Kyle Terra. Ah.
Who would win in a handicap match? You versus both him and his brother.
the terror.
Pro wrestling rules.
I don't know. I don't think.
Oh,
I, don't think,
I would win pro wrestling rules. I
don't
would
think they're-
cheat.
No,
I don't
you
think they're
wouldn't.
gonna tap me.
You're
To be
not-
honest.
Do you see this guy, dude? Do you see what I just said? I would win pro wrestling rules, and he looked at me just defiant, and he said, "No, you wouldn't.
You're not tough.
You're just a dick, dude.
You're a hipster.
I'm a hipster.
You
Jew."
couldn't beat anybody up.
So the U.S. Open's coming up. I'm pretty stoked for that, dude. I want to look at. Ernest is all yawning.
No, I'm
not.
sorry. Wait.
Hoping
U.S.
there's
Open.
gonna
U.S. Open's
be-
like in October.
I mean American Cup. Sorry.
Yeah, fucking.
I wanna
man.
pull
You're
up-
already fucking it up, dude.
I'm sorry. I want to pull up the roster, see who's competing in the black belts. The black bitch.
Black belt. I like on fucking the stupidest fucking day of the year, April 1st. I was like, dude, I text Tim fucking the link.
such a
I'm like,
retard,
dude,
dude.
fucking Kyle Terra. I mean, not Kyle. Fuck Kyle Terra. Hickson, Gracie, and Buchecha, dude.
I know.
Man
I
of
was
War
all
6.
on that. She was retweeting
I was like, holy
it.
shit. And
I
he
didn't
goes,
say that.
nah. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, nah? And he's like, April Fools. And I'm like, what the fuck? Today's it. Motherfuck, man.
Come
Who
on,
Yeah,
does
that
that
got me
shit?
too.
dude. That was a rookie move, right
No,
there.
yeah,
you
and
guys.
I felt really stupid. You know why? Because just as like a self-proclaimed like chuckle fuck, a little fucking funny guy, I think April 1st is fucking like what was the term you used for fucking what's the fucking wrestler guy? He called him fucking Fruity Pebbles.
John Cena.
John Cena, yeah. April 1st is fucking Fruity Pebbles. That's where fucking unfunny people try to do funny shit.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm like the fucking like super Christian. We're like every day is Christmas. I celebrate Christ every day, not just on the fucking 25th of December.
Yeah, damn.
That's me. I'm the silly dumb guy every day.
dude. Sorry.
April 1st is my fucking Sunday. I could take a break on that day because I'm not gonna play in the corny ass
Yeah,
fucking
you guys
pranking.
did fall
That
for
was a
it.
good prank.
Dude, the black belt division's pretty stacked, you guys.
Such as
There's some good names.
Is Daphne Rosny in there?
Samir Chantre,
Shamir.
Vitor Pachal, David Robes, Nathan Mendelson, Elliot Kelly. That's good. Ken Primola. Wow, Ken's competing. Interesting. Marcel Fortuna, Diego
Herzog.
Yuri Samos, Carlos Mello,
Diego's winning.
Trifon Stathopoulos,
Stephanopoulos.
little Stefan Goin,
Nobody can stop Diego
Andre
Herzog.
Gledzinski, Joey Armstrong, Mike Weaver. I don't think he's competed in a while. Tosh Cook. Tosh motherfucking Cook.
Nice.
Vince Vanderleet, Nick Adkins, David Myers. Yeah, some good black belt action. So you could
It's a wrap. Diego Herzog.
you can hear the Inside BJJ crew do that on Saturday and Sunday.
Everyone who hasn't seen Diego Herzog really should watch.
If you haven't seen Diego Herzog or Marcel Fortuna, those two names, those
I
are
like
some
Marcel
really
a
good
lot too, but
dudes.
Diego's the beast. He's the beast, man. He's the favorite to win this whole thing.
He is, but Marcel's
Nosferatu.
good too. It's good, dude.
Marcel got beat by that little dude though. What's his name? That little motherfucker in one of the last ones. The guy that left Cayu. Was it the guy that left Cayu Terra?
Oh, Kishino?
Kishino?
He got beat by a little motherfucker.
Did Kishino beat him?
I believe so. Yeah.
Kashino's not a slouch.
One of
dude.
those little dudes. Yeah, but he was little.
I know.
Remember we commented.
How
with-
many? Think about this.
They're
How
all
many
fucking
little
little,
guys
dude.
have beat you, dude?
That's like
A
Nobody.
lot.
Never.
A
That's
lot.
like
Never.
Wahak and BJJ, dude. You're trying to fucking the
Wahak
small
and
guy,
BJJ?
the little guy with the fucking hair.
This is BJJ for the
Yeah.
real little people, for
Listen,
actual little people.
It's a myth that the
That's
little
a-
guy.
Oaxacan Jiu-Jitsu.
That's Kyle Terra's niche market, dude. And all I'm asking is for 1.5% on the fucking on the take. Kyle, you start marketing down in fucking Oaxaca, Mexico, dude. Fucking boom, right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We were in the booth with
Diego,
no I'm
Kashino,
drawing a blank. Dude.
Marcel Fortuna,
no, the
Andre
judo
Lesinski.
black belt dude was in the booth with us commentating it.
Dan Camarillo,
Camarillo, Dave Camarillo was.
Dave Camarillo.
You don't remember?
No,
Fortuna lost
vaguely.
against the
We
little
called
dude.
like
On
hours
an
and hours of
advantage, dude.
matches, dude.
It was like it was an advantage, yeah.
All right.
So that's
well,
not really. A
Yeah, but
loss.
still, he was little as fuck
he's
compared to
good
him.
though. He oh yeah, Kashino fought a masterful matches that weekend. Like he was real smart about the way he played.
Or what about homeboy from
I don't know
Bay Jiu-Jitsu or something like that? He when he fought the real big dude and beat him.
Stefan Goin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy he fought a real big motherfucker though.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's good. You so check that out. I know you guys might not be super familiar with the Northern California, Santa Cruz-ish jiu-jitsu scene, but
Diego Herzog beats everybody.
he's good. There's some real good, top-notch dudes that
They're all right.
they get they get
Compared
after
to
it.
Diego, they're horse manure to ice
I'm
cream.
trying to hype it up, and you guys just like stepping on it.
Diego is like, yeah, he's
okay.
scary, dude.
I've never seen him lose in
He
anything
is.
in any match I've ever seen. He won.
He even eats popcorn aggressively. Remember when he was eating popcorn
Dude, he
out of
ate
the bag?
popcorn like a fucking gangster,
like a
dude.
pimp, dude.
He's the
He made everybody else want popcorn. Remember that?
yeah, he did.
He was fucking tearing that popcorn up. It was like, dude, that was like his fucking cellmate bitch.
I'm about to step into that
he was
ass.
just fucking that popcorn bag like nonstop. Like he was like in a trance eating it. And then fucking like
That's a secret.
everybody else saw him eating it. They're like,
We
damn,
better-
you fucking that looks fucking good, dude.
We could be like Diego.
Then
if
it
we eat
became
popcorn.
like a popcorn gangbang, dude. And then it fucking came on the screen.
yeah,
And
right.
we were fucking commenting on the fucking popcorn. Then he fucking saw himself on the goddamn Jumbotron.
You knew it jumped the
and
shark
Everybody wanted that shit.
when the fucking lazy ass dude from Gracie Mag that looks like he's
Oh, that fucking
that
piece
looks
of shit.
he looks like he's not awake for 2 straight days when he was digging into the popcorn. That's when everyone stopped eating it. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
he hasn't
like,
washed
yeah.
his hands in a month. Never
He
mind.
probably fucking a third world shit and fucking trash can.
Dude, I love that guy. I hope he's there. I try to talk to him and hype him up, and dude, he's so belligerent.
He admitted he fucking hates coming to jiu-jitsu tournaments.
He does.
He hates jiu-jitsu. Gracie Mag, if you're fucking listening, your employee is he's the worst guy that you have under your fucking. I don't give a shit, dude. He fucking he told us.
I'm sure he loves his job.
He says he told us how many tournaments can you come to before you fucking
Get burned out.
don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
You know how many of these I come to? And he started like kind of doing like a little bit of a math that like, you know, I do like 50 whatever the fuck, you know, per
Yeah.
year. I'm flying here, I'm flying there. Or you can look at it like, dude, I get to travel for free and get paid, and all I got to do is he comes in like 3 paragraph articles and shit.
The articles he writes are terrible.
They're
They're terrible, dude. They're not good articles.
Super biased too,
And we
right?
try to feed him shit, and like also like, hey, Inside BJJ, this is us, dude. We're the fucking
don't
hottest
care.
thing
He
since
doesn't care,
since fucking the Jerry Curl, dude. We're like fucking holler at us, dude. We can fucking help you out, and then you can fucking give us a plug, yada yada, or just fucking have a conversation with us. We see each other all the fucking time.
Yeah.
How about just fucking conversating with somebody
How about
who's
just
fucking
say what's up?
Yeah, just say what's up, and he just totally does not want to talk to
Look,
anybody. If you speak Portuguese and fucking you happen to be sitting near him, he'll fucking talk to you.
We should do a podcast with him and Cayutera.
it's like this,
Jesus,
dude. Not everyone likes Alvaro Mansour, right? A lot of people dislike him, but we've seen him enough that he says hi
Yeah.
and shakes our hand and a little bit
Yeah.
and you're like whatever. And that's like, hey, we're all working together, man. Like,
Right.
whatever. This one dude though, he's like not having any of it, dude. He's like, where's my lunch ticket? And then don't talk to me for the rest of the day.
Right. He just
Not a
sits
bad
there.
gig. That's gonna be us in like
He's
30
the most
years.
sedentary, fucking doughy person in the room. That's how you find him.
He hasn't combed his hair in 4 days. That's going to be us like in 10 years. Like the podcast never took off, but we're still doing this play-by-play. We're all pissed. You think I want to be here? You know how many hours of play-by-play I've done?
So we have in the white gi, who gives a fuck?
2 fucking kids wrestling. Who
Two
cares?
fucking kids.
The bigger
wrestling.
one's going to win.
Ugh.
The other one looks like a puss. So he's probably gonna fucking pull guard and fucking tap pretty soon.
Dude, speaking of tap, did you watch WrestleMania?
No.
Did you not have $9.99?
Hey, did you watch Mania?
Yes, I did.
Mania!
One of the best WrestleManias they've ever had. It's in the top 5, maybe top 3.
I'm going to stop you. And here's why I'm going to stop you. It was good. For sure it was good. But they had a lot of theatrics and extra shit they didn't need. It took
I
away from the
disagree.
show.
It made it better.
When these guys, when Triple H's
That was sick,
appearance was better last time when he came out
dude. Yeah,
on
but
the
you
throne.
can't always top that.
It wasn't as good this time,
It
dude.
made but see, you didn't watch the Hall of Fame.
They
You
had
didn't
the
watch-
whole bullshit Terminator thing
because
mixed
he
in.
inducted Arnold Schwarzenegger into the WWE.
Why is he in the WWE
He's
Hall
a
of Fame?
celebrity Hall of Fame. Celebrity Hall of Fame.
This is
like
where
Mr. T.
The WWE's fucking up because they're putting too many people in the Hall
Bite
of Fame.
your tongue.
They're putting too much fame, dude.
No, dude, there's a celebrity wing. It's got Mr. T, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's got other people who have been on shows who are celebrities. Triple H's reasoning was half the number one he was on Raw.
Oh,
more
when
than
you were
once.
talking to him, you mean?
No, he was talking
Okay.
about it. Almost every WWE
You mean
star
Paul? You
started.
mean Paul?
No, well, I call him Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Started training because of Schwarzenegger, including Hunter. He
You
trained
mean
and
Paul?
lift weights. No, Hunter.
His name is Paul.
Nobody calls him Paul anymore.
I call him Paul.
It's like calling
Well,
Terry.
Stephanie
It's like
and I
calling
call him
Hulk
Paul.
Terry.
I call Terry Bolea, whatever. Go ahead.
You disgust me.
I'm gonna kill your points. No,
So-
yeah, it was good, but
So you didn't watch the Hall of Fame, so you didn't get that part.
I didn't know. Yeah, because I have like things I have to do, like plan. You guys are like, I'll help you prep for the podcast, and Matt's like, well, I'm watching Hall of Fame right now. You know, I'm watching the WWE cartoon from the '80s right now, and I can't really help.
I was like, oh, let's get together and watch WrestleMania. No, I can't.
I was out of town.
I got to go out of town with my wife.
This guy hates it that we do a podcast all day, like for 5 hours, and then he wants to come back over and watch wrestling for another 5 hours.
WrestleMania, one time a year
at
it comes
night.
on.
And I'm like, dude, I can't do it, man. I got shit to do. And he's
6
like,
o'clock is not
"Oh,
night.
well, how come you can't watch it at your house?
I did.
Oh,
I just like watching things with my friends.
that made me feel bad.
Right. That was like when what was it? Who were those
Metamoris.
guys? Who were those guys that fought Metamoris? It was like who are they again? It's like a kind of a big deal.
Oh, that Eddie dude.
Yeah, that guy, and then there was like a Gracie or somebody like
Did
that.
you get froze out of
and
that
I was
one?
trying to
No.
I was trying to get him to do that for like a month or two ahead of time, and he said he wouldn't do it. He didn't.
Didn't want to do it.
And then
He
when
didn't
I
want a bunch
said,
of fucking people in his
so
house.
then when I decided that I was gonna work a double that day because he wasn't doing it, then he said that morning like, "Hey, we're doing it," and I'm like,
You know,
okay,
he
well,
called
now
me-
now I gotta go to fucking work. Thanks.
He actually called me and said, Ernest is going to work a double, so I'm getting Metamoris. You want to come over?
That is such a dude. That's
sounds,
fucked up.
That sounds like it makes a little bit more
That's funny.
sense.
That's messed up. No, I actually. You know what? This is what I don't like, dude.
You're mean.
You guys have pegged it down somewhere to where any event that happens, if I don't do it at my house
You're out
and
of your mind.
invite everyone over, I'm a jerk. When's the last time Ernest had anything at his house, fight related,
Well, the house that I had before was not very like.
and even invited? Never.
Never.
And you,
All the time.
all the time, is there a place to sit? Half the time, there's nowhere to even sit at your
I don't
house.
care.
And
It's
you don't care. That's the thing.
I'm standing anyways.
You're like, I don't care. Just come over. I don't care.
Well, this is you though. You
I will
you
do it
want
at the house I'm
you
in
hate
now.
everyone in your house when they're there, and you want everyone to shut up, and you're fucking mean, and you yell at everyone every time you have people over.
I want to watch that shit in quiet. I had to
You'd
tell.
rather watch it by yourself in the dark with nobody here.
I know.
You're fucking weirdo, dude.
I can't help it,
Seriously.
dude.
You can help it, dude.
Because I feel like I get distracted and I want to hear what everyone says. I want to take it all in. I'm not kidding you, dude.
Look, when you study fucking video, you do that in private. When you have a social event, that's what.
That's
boxing
not a
matches are for.
social event.
It is
To you, this shit's real to me, man. I watched Eric Thomas, dude. I want this more than I want to breathe, dude.
No, you don't.
So when I
God.
So
damn.
let's get back to you. So you don't.
we
think
are
it-
champions.
So you
So
didn't
you
think
do
it.
that shit during WWF or WWE? Sorry, guys. Fucking, I said WWF.
Not doing that, but other sporting events, yes. I'm a dick about it, dude. I like to watch the big games and the big events in quiet. If you guys want to come over, but don't talk.
Jesus.
Like,
Christ.
don't talk. Don't get up and down a lot. I don't want you flexing on your phone, all this shit. Like, sit still, sit tight, and then I'll have food and I'll have drinks and beverage.
Don't eat too much,
That's okay. Don't shit in the toilet because I'm tired of people coming over shitting in my toilet, Ernest.
Ernest.
Then when it's over, we could
Okay.
cut up. We could talk about it. We could laugh. But while it's on, no talking. I don't want talking in my house. I want to watch it in peace, dude.
I get it.
I don't.
You guys see what concerns me?
Are you the fuck? You're the
you
fucking
guys
guy.
really think I'm weird?
You are fucking weird. You're the guy
You
that
are a
fucking
little weird.
He's the. Let me ask you this, dude, because you would know when you played video games. Would he get pissed that you were distracting him when you talked during a video game?
Not too much.
I can't recall that.
Nah, I talked a lot. We talked a lot of shit playing video games.
We were always smack talking the whole time.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
We get mad.
I felt the video game thing was different. Dude, I feel like I get so much enjoyment out of watching these things that like when people are talking, it's detracting away from it.
You know what?
So-
During a football game or any sporting event, you don't need to hear what they're saying. You're watching the shit.
Nah. Now, if it was a sport that I wasn't like a football game, I could go to a Super Bowl party. I'm like, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, baseball. You know how fucking boring baseball is?
Yeah, okay.
You were shushing me during fucking
Dude,
baseball.
it was the
dude.
goddamn World Series,
I
dude.
understand that.
It was the fucking World Series, and the Giants were in it. That's
Dude,
what
to
you're
win that
talking
shit.
about right there.
They're
You're-
fucking swinging. You don't have to hear
Dude,
shit. You can see
what
it
you're
all.
talking about right
I'm
there.
gonna stand with Tim on this one.
I'll cut you over something like that, dude. Because
You were probably blah 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 blah
Dude,
blah.
he
blah
was
blah blah
about some
Some
invention
blah
he had.
blah blah. Over explaining it. Blah blah blah.
He had. This is Ernest. This is Ernest. Ernest, you got like 30 seconds to get something out. Ernest is like gonna take like 12 minutes to say it to you, and you're like, "Come on, motherfucker, just say it." You know it's gonna be funny. This fucker's gonna set that, and he has standards. He won't just. Ernest will not just like I'll jump to the punchline. He'll be like, "Fuck you, I'll tell you later."
can't
then.
jump to the-
He wants to tell the.
It's got to be a certain way.
But I respect that.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do because he believes in it.
You told me you didn't respect that.
You're such a goddamn liar. You see the troll he's been running today? It's good. It's strong, dude. It's strong, but I'm onto it.
So, but wait,
I
you-
just don't want to watch
Okay.
big sporting events with people
yeah.
talking.
We get that. So,
He basically said, "Shut
yeah.
up."
We get that. So you're saying it wasn't a good WrestleMania?
It was okay.
Where do you rank it?
Top. I don't know. It's probably in the top 10. It's good.
What was better besides WrestleMania 3?
WrestleMania
1, 2, and 3?
17.
What was that?
That was the famous Shawn Michaels one and all that shit. That was great.
There's a lot of famous Shawn Michaels one. Which one? You're
I-
talking about the showstopper, son.
Yeah.
Was it Michaels Hart or Michaels Austin?
I think it was. Let me see. It was. Hold on. I'll tell you.
HBK lays down for absolutely nobody.
Yeah, that was The Rock and Steve Austin was the main event. It was awesome. It was a great fucking. It was a really great WrestleMania.
This was number 2.
They had the Battle Royale. No, I thought it was good.
I'm gonna rank it right behind WrestleMania 3.
Dude, a part of it kind of hurt a little bit though. Like when I loved it when they brought DX out and they brought NWO out, but they were so old, dude. It made me feel old, and I felt bad for these guys.
Your wrestling mind is kind of weak. I'm gonna tell you why, 'cause you're not getting what's happening. I can't believe you. Number one, you didn't even watch the main event.
I get what's happening.
You're commenting about how this wasn't the best or whatever. It wasn't all that great.
I get what's happening.
But then you don't even watch it. You didn't see how great the main event was. You didn't watch that part.
I'm gonna watch it.
So
It was late.
your opinion doesn't even count that much,
Oh God.
because that was a great match.
Well, you know what, dude? You're so fancy with the WWE. You should go get a job.
This is what happened. This is what is happening. So the match with Sting, they should
It was decent.
and Hunter, when you didn't like the DX and the NWO.
No,
you
I
didn't
liked
like
it.
They were too
no,
old.
Dude. No. I liked it, but I personally felt bad because those dudes were so old. I realized how much they aged. They were like limping down. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it. I loved, dude. I fucking went nuts
This
when
is
Shawn.
what's going on.
Hold on. When Shawn Michaels came in the ring and did all that shit, I was like, holy shit, dude. It was awesome. But I just felt bad that they were so old now.
Okay, I get your point on that. They're
All right.
old, blah, blah, blah. They're old, yeah. So this is what you've missed. The picture, what they've set up.
Okay, I'm gonna put the.
Do you
camera-
see what they've set up? Do you see what they're doing and where they're going?
What are they doing?
That whole thing, Sting, DX, Triple H wins. It set up the McMahon Helmsleys to come out and gloat in the ring
About how badass.
about how badass they were, which set up The Rock coming out, which set up Ronda Rousey coming out,
Yeah.
which is setting up next WrestleMania that Ronda's going to headline.
You think so?
Sting, yes, it's already been signed.
Has
Sting, yes. Sting and Triple H set that whole thing up to set up next year's WrestleMania.
Because Ronda Rousey's agent said that she was not going to be.
She is.
She is?
Yes.
How do you know that?
I got sources.
Who? Dude,
Wait,
come
is she
on.
going to do what?
She's going to headline next year's WrestleMania.
Really?
Yes. Why the fuck do you think they brought her out there?
The UFC denies WWE.
Of course
deal.
they do.
I don't give a fuck anyway.
If they weren't going to allow her to do wrestle, she wouldn't even be
Look,
there
dude,
in the first place.
Here's the thing, dude. It's a goddamn slap in the face to run Ronda Rousey out there and make her the main event of the fucking WWE.
It's not a slap in the face.
She has taken no bumps. She has not worked
She's
her
taken
way
bumps
through
her whole
any
life.
Dude, I understand it from a promotional standpoint, dude. I get it. It's the same thing as CM Punk going to the UFC.
Which you were all stroking his cock over.
I am, but not being the main event of the biggest event ever in the UFC. That's stupid.
Okay, well, Mr. T was in the biggest event of one of the biggest WrestleManias ever.
But it just wasn't him. Now, if it's Rousey and a whole other cast of people, that's different.
She's gonna have an opponent.
An opponent. She's gonna have an opponent.
You
said that like Cartman a little bit.
Fuck with somebody.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They
dude.
go and they do a mock voice.
You're right.
Of you.
No, he's right. I didn't watch the whole thing, dude. I didn't. I fell asleep, and I didn't watch the final match, dude. And I missed that part of it.
The main event, it was a really good
You're
match.
right, dude. Look, the reality is you are more into wrestling than I am. I still watch
I
it.
fucking think that's hard to believe. That's hard
And I
for me
follow
to
it, but you're
grasp,
like,
dude.
you're into it. He calls me every Tuesday, like, did you watch Monday? Did you watch Raw?
And
Dude, it was
you're like, no.
every week though. It's the same story. It was the best Raw I've ever seen.
No, it's not.
Every week, dude.
No.
Best Raw ever. And then he proceeds to tell me the whole thing. And then if I did record it, it's ruined because I can't go watch it.
I've been upset with WWE for a long time, for about a good 6 to 8 months.
You sound mental, dude.
This WrestleMania brought me back.
It brought you
That's
back.
how good it was.
It was all right. I got to keep you tempered and tamed, dude. I can't.
I gotta talk about wrestling. I hate wrestling.
I love wrestling.
You know, you guys are so dumb that say, I only want to talk about Jiu-Jitsu because the dude that put Jiu-Jitsu on the map with Elio Gracie was a
Yeah.
So there you go.
Kimura wrestled all
Full
the time.
circle.
Henzo
Full
Gracie.
circle, homie. That's-
Henzo Gracie had a pro wrestling match with Antonio Ioki.
Let me
That's a
tell you something,
historical
dude.
callback. So did Muhammad Ali.
Dude,
That was the first.
pro wrestling in Japan and the United States prepared the population for mixed martial arts. Whether
it
we
did.
knew it or not, it was getting us ready for it. So Dana White should be on his knees, like, thanking Vince McMahon for everything he's done for the fucking Dana White, I'm sure he knows some shit now, but he's mostly buffalo and balls, dude. He's just out there talking
Big
shit.
balls.
Buffalo and balls. What?
That's all he is. He buffaloes
That's
people.
what Vince McMahon is.
He's got Yeah, McMahon's got some fucking teeth behind it now. He came from a family business with family. He came up in the business. Dana was teaching jazzercise class size and shit, and he just happened to know.
He was also an amateur boxer.
I'm not saying he wasn't tough, and I'm not saying he didn't know some things, but come on.
I
He's
bet
not
done,
Vince
I bet in
McMahon.
his life he's done some crazy shit.
He's no Vince McMahon. Let's just say that.
Not yet.
Someday maybe, but
Maybe
not.
I don't
not
think.
yet.
I don't think he ever will be. I think his time is going to run short.
Probably right. So,
Hey,
what's up?
just want to give a couple of shouts out to
Yes, sir.
some of the Twitter folks.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We got is this? I don't get a whole lot of tweets and shit because I'm not as active on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I've been getting a couple, and kind of fucking made me laugh. I put on Instagram like a picture, the calm before the storm. It was just a fucking simple picture. It's a 6-minute period where we like do a bunch of drilling and then we rest for 6 minutes and then we go fucking kill each other for the next hour or so.
Right.
So everybody's kind of sitting around. You can tell some people have that like nervous look, like they're about to have a match and shit. Some people were just checked out and some people were stretching, whatever. So I just took a picture of the room, and fucking.
Put that up on your camera.
Magnum, he tweeted, it's not, I got
Oh.
something else that's even funnier. Magnum fucking asshole did a fucking match roll. He's like, oh, cool. What filter did you use and what app to make that picture look like complete shit?
That's funny,
I'm
dude.
like, it's just a fucking, I'm just trying to make it look cool,
He
asshole.
just busted you on
Yeah.
the picture.
Then somebody like,
Wife.
yeah, he does. So somebody,
I'm lusting after his wife all the time.
and then somebody like is like, hey, something like about premium, like, hey, I had premium or some shit like that. Oh, he had premium, but he had to cancel it because he's got hella bills to pay.
$1.99 a month?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hilarious.
Speaking of Ernest, I want to read a review that was written to you.
To me?
Yeah.
I love this.
This is the last iTunes review
It's gonna
that we
suck.
got. It's
I can already
titled.
tell,
The
dude.
title is Jerk.
I can already tell.
1 star.
I can already tell you're.
You got 1 out of 5.
Wow. At least I got a star, bitch. What up?
The show rocks most of the time. The last one with Molly creeped me out. How mean-spirited Ernest was. He would fit right in on backroom casting couch for sure. Period. And that's it.
How was I fucking mean, dude?
I don't know, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
That's awesome.
You know what? I just learned in my later years now, getting so old. I've learned that you just can't make everybody happy, so just make yourself happy and fucking go there, dude. And anybody wants to come along for the
I'm
ride,
with it.
fucking hop on the it's fucking moving, dude. You know, fuck 'em, dude.
Yeah, I'm with it, dude. You know what? Today we just wanted to we wanted to make sure we put something out. It's Easter's. Everybody's got shit they're doing, so I'm glad you guys came over. We busted an hour of a podcast out, got it in, got it out. Make sure you guys join us next weekend.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Don't close it yet.
What's up, dude?
Conrad Hildebrand. I want to give him a major shout out because he put this mysterious. I didn't know if it was like a troll for like, hey, man, you know tattoos, you know fucking prison gang shit.
Yeah.
Identify this tattoo, and it's a fucking like this cool like little hit with the fucking design and a cross in the middle on his calf. He's like, do you know what this is? Do you know? I'm like, fuck, I don't know, man. Please enlighten me. And then boom, he responds like a couple of days later with fucking the album cover of DC Talk.
Oh,
that he
nice.
was listening to the fucking Ernest Project with Toby on it. And then we brought up DC Talk. He's like, that was my first tat. It's a DC Talk tattoo.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Because in April we're gonna bust our 1 millionth download, and so we're putting all the premiums out for free this month. So like your Ernest Project earlier today.
Yeah, people are like, all
It's
my
free, gonna
fucking
be free.
cheap ass friends and family and shit. They're like, dude, how do we get that shit, man? I'm like, you gotta pay, dude.
So it'll be free for April.
So you're just gonna get a taste of what it would be like if you paid.
Yeah, the big MF experiment, and then I've been doing these sweatshop bullshit things nobody wants to listen to.
You get a lot of criticism for sweatshop.
No,
huh?
I actually get a lot of compliments on it.
Oh, really?
It's crazy, dude.
I heard people say they wanted their $1.99 back
For Sweatshop?
Sweatshop was so horrible.
Nobody said that. I was fucking around. You know what, dude? We're gonna end the show.
And wait,
right
I got
now.
I got a real funny quick story about the big MF experiment.
Okay.
So I was at the Graduate eating pizza and drinking beer, and this dude.
You're such. Yeah, I know. I've heard about this. You weirdo.
So this guy sits down and starts talking to us, and he was friends with another dude that was an independent pro wrestler. And I wanted to get the independent pro wrestler on the big MF experiment. The independent pro wrestler just had a match with Gangrel. Remember Gangrel from WWF?
Yes.
So I wanted to get this guy on. This guy has stories about Greg Valentine and Honky Tonk and all these, And so, but anyway, dude.
Was this Jim Cooley?
No.
Okay.
This, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not even gonna tell the story.
Crickets. Where's the crickets at?
Come on,
Nope.
Matt.
I'm done.
Are you?
Don't go Ernest on us. Come on, dude.
Person that doesn't talk negative.
Wow, Mr. Sarcasm.
What it is what it is.
This is Lloyd Irvin and Inside BJJ podcast.
I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist.
That's
We just look-
racist.
I'm not a racist.
That's racist.
You know, we
Not
gotta
racist.
get Bobby on. We gotta get Bobby to do that's
Here's
racist.
National Aranja, and you're listening to the Inside BJJ podcast.
Damn, dude, that's the old one.
That's a real old one. Come on, Matt. Tell your story, dude.
Nope. It's not important.
All right, cool, man. Well, make sure you check us out next weekend at the American Cup. Go to bjjtour.com. Get yourself a premium subscription. InsideBJJ.com/premium. TrainRonin.com. Inside BJJ Ernest. Inside BJJ Matt.
CrosbyGracie.com. We're gonna have a seminar on June 13th. $60 get you on the mat, son. Come on down. Everybody's welcome. Skate, skate.